People, my people, what is up? What is going on? Y'all gonna hear children in the background once again, as always, because that's just how we living over here. That's just how we living over here. Kids are home, and I'm trying to figure life out right now. Okay, just they just showed Trump. I mean not Trump, but Biden getting in a car. Whoopty! Like, what the hell was that? Anywho, so we finna check out just a few videos, man. Just getting off work, did some stuff with the kids, fix some food and everything, and now we're about to get into this this presidential race for a little bit. Sorry I didn't get back on yesterday as I promised. The wife came home and wanted to go get something to eat, so we went out to eat as a family, family time first. And by the time I got home, it was time to get ready to go to sleep. So what we're about to do is look at some of these videos on Trump's page. I have been keeping up throughout the day, but I don't know. I'm pretty sure y'all have as well. But yeah, I don't know what y'all have seen and what y'all haven't seen. So we're just gonna just go throughout the day. As you can see, all the red lines are the ones that I've already watched today or yesterday. But we're just gonna go for all the videos from today, just catch up on all the action for today and take a little clip. So there's about 12 videos here from Trump. He only does little clips and stuff, and then we can have some discussions about that. And then also um, just look at some other stuff that's going on. CNN is on some bullcrap. It's pissing me off, so I need to turn it off. I usually don't watch CNN, but they're so one-sided, man. It's just ridiculous. And the foolishness that's going on here. Hold on. Foolishness that's going on here with the whole situation in Georgia is what's really pissing me off. Georgia is like full of bullshit right now, and it's pissing me off so bad. But anyway, let's take a look at some of these videos, man. Starting with this one.
With former Florida Attorney General Pam
Yeah,
Bondi, as you
we're
can see in
rolling
the
with
center
that.
of your screen there, and campaign senior advisor Corey Lewandowski, screen
Hold on.
left. This
Here we
is
go.
now beginning. Let's listen.
Order allowing immediate access for our team to observe the voting process.
Look
Immediate
how loud that
access.
music is.
So our team of 15 people will be headed in right now to observe the vote counting
And they won't let
process.
them in
This is
still,
very
right?
important because, as you know, they have kept us away
What's going
30
on,
to
Sweet
50 to
Rain? Long
100
time.
feet with a barricade. They had a guy in there wearing a badge who is not a sworn law enforcement officer, keeping people away. This is
Still
not
keeping them
how
out.
the Secretary of State or Supervisor of Elections, the U.S. Constitution, and the legislature, under the U.S. Constitution, the legislature has the right to make these laws, which they have made,
Fraud
and
that is going
judges
on right now.
confirm that they must be followed. So we plan on entering that building right now and legally
And
observing
then
the
look at this.
voting
They play
process.
this damn
Because
copyrighted
if
music
there
for
is
one.
one
That's messing.
illegal
Let me pause that for a second before I get copyrighted. I forgot all about that. They playing the damn copyrighted music in the background.
vote that is cast, it takes away from the great men and women of Pennsylvania who came out and issued a legal vote. So thank you very much. Corey Lewandowski. Listen, guys,
Okay, so they had a court. See, I missed that little portion when she was talking about she had a court order. I saw that she said she had a court order, but she actually has the papers in hand, and they still not letting them in. But we're not gonna watch that clip because the simple fact that it has a lot of they were literally playing music over them to drown them out. So that was crazy. But anyway, we're gonna go on to the next clip
gave us mail-in ballots, and
that is titled. Hold on. Stay focused on what he's
despite
talking
the
about here.
fact that there are
We
examples
believe that there are
of
many voters in
thousands
this
of
group of
ballots
mail-in people that
being
are not
mailed across
proper
this
voters.
valley in trash cans, in apartment buildings,
Damn,
people getting as many as 18 ballots to their homes. We knew these
18
rolls
ballots.
were unclean, and we were
And
told that
why is Fox News
signatures
still
would save us from
calling
all fraud.
Arizona?
But to date, we still have not been able to observe
They're like the only
these
ones calling
signatures
Arizona for Biden.
or meaningfully challenge a single mail-in ballot out of hundreds of
But
thousands of
Trump
casts.
is killing
We
in
firmly
Pennsylvania,
believe that there
killing
are
in
many
Alaska. They haven't
voters
even called them
in
for
this
him
group
yet.
of mail-in people that are not
It's crazy.
proper
They trying to keep that
voters.
number looking terrible
In the
for them.
last many days,
It's all psychology.
we have received reports of many irregularities across the valley. We believe that there are dead voters
And the screw
that have
job
been
is on for
counted.
Pennsylvania,
We are also
and
confident
the screw job is
that there
on for
are
Georgia right now,
thousands of
and
people
Arizona.
whose votes have
I mean
been
Nevada.
counted that have moved out of Clark County during the pandemic. Today, we have a voter, Jill Stokey, who was denied access to vote. She
Lady
showed
over
up
there
to
to the
vote,
left.
and she was told someone had already cast her ballot, and she was denied the opportunity to vote. We are filing in federal district court here in Las Vegas. We're asking for emergency relief, TRO, and injunctive relief. We're asking the judge to, due to all of these irregularities, to stop the counting of improper votes. Thank you.
The courts in Nevada.
Okay. Should I keep thinking I got my darn? I need to connect my mouse. But you go to Kanye. Yeah. My brother said. Yeah, funny. But who knows? Hell, he probably did vote for Kanye. Oh hell. A damn USB plug for my mouse is stuck in my darn work computer. No bueno. Shit. Well, so that's that. I guess I'll have to work on that tonight. I ain't have that in the work computer. It's not my computer. All right, so on to the next clip here, man. We gotta roll through these. So, what the hell did I just watch? We want to make sure that the counting that occurs can be respected. What the hell? Which one did we just watch? Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Okay, so now we're on to this one. All right, cool.
Thank you all for turning out. Thank you all for turning out. The presidency literally hangs in the balance. And what the fundamental principle is here is that we want to be able to make sure that the counting that occurs and that the results that happen can be respected by every American voter across this land and truly across the world. If you're not allowed in to see the process, both sides and all of you in the media, so that there is transparency, so that there's meaningful observing of these ballots, that calls into question what those results will be. The idea in this country, the idea in America, that we would somehow reduce or limit the ability to have basic insurance that a ballot is a legal ballot, that a ballot is an acceptable ballot, that the person who voted, that we took minimal steps to make sure that there was a signature match, for instance. Those types of guarantees need to be in the process. And so we have to understand that what's going on in Nevada
This
impacts
shit is.
what's
I mean,
going on
this is
all across
stressful,
this
man.
country, which is
This
the
is real
American people want
stressful.
to have confidence in the results that are coming
It's
out of
like
Nevada.
it's so
That will
blatant,
occur when we can
but
make a
ain't
case
nobody saying shit
why
about it.
every ballot
They got the
is an
hush job
acceptable,
on.
compliant ballot.
Now, there is a cat that's doing a live stream right now that one of the pollers that's count people to count in the polls did witness one of his counterparts tearing up 30 Trump votes. So, how many of those people are like, moles that are in there actually that's what they're there to do. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Man, this shit is so wicked. Just like, where's that video at that I just saw that I haven't seen? Right here. Trump saying that Joe Biden said.
We have put together, I think, the most extensive and inclusive voter fraud organization in the history of American politics.
clear can you get on that? Yeah, dang. God, dog. Okay, so these last three I have not seen.
First, I just want to say that Arizona's 11 electoral college votes are going to be in Donald Trump's column when we get done with this. Every legal ballot
Hey,
must be counted. We are here to protect every legal vote. If the if the current trends continue, as we have seen, because we follow the science, President Trump is going to overtake Joe Biden, and we are going to win Arizona. Look, what the news organizations that prematurely called Arizona have really done a disservice to the American
shit,
people.
really?
And
Trump just
so,
need to cheat
look,
back here.
that's water under the bridge. What we're going to do is prove them wrong. Okay? That's what we're here to do. We're going to make sure that every single vote counts, and we're going to prove to the American people that Arizona is Trump country.
They have refused to let us have a meaningful view of the vote count. They have continued to count the votes.
Like
Because
that's
Secret
literally
Service does
illegal,
nothing
and
else,
they have
they are not letting every
and
legal
they have
vote
a
count. They are letting anything come
court
in. They
order.
are not letting us look at
And how
anything
the
at
hell
all.
did Pennsylvania go from
So we have
600,000
filed in
uh,
federal
vote
court.
lead to
We have
now
just filed a
90,000?
motion in federal
Georgia, he
court
was
for
up big. Now
immediate
he's down to
injunctive
9,000 all
relief
of a
to
sudden.
shut down the
Great.
voting process until we can get a resolution where we can look at these
North
ballots.
Carolina's
And the
been
reason is that they are
steady.
suppressing the election results, the legal election results, because they will not let us look at the ballot. Whether you're a Democrat or a
Trump ain't lost.
Republican,
Trump
you
being
should care
treated.
about this. They're trying to suppress our voices now, and they will not do
Okay.
it. So we have filed in federal court for immediate injunctive relief.
My bad. I'm back. Had to talk to the wife.
Listen, guys, it's very simple here. A judge in this state issued a ruling that the Board of Elections has summarily dismissed. They believe they are above the law. So because they
That's
would
the
not
crazy
follow the
part.
law of the state of Pennsylvania, we have filed for federal relief. Let's go. That is what we're doing because we will not let the people of Pennsylvania go without having an election observer for every single ballot.
So it's a federal relief. Hold on.
Free Coffee Tuesdays. Thank you for our Wawa Awards winners. Gotta have a Wawa.
Guess just I guess just assistance. He's asking for assistance.
Hey, everybody.
Let's see what Fox talking about right now.
Yeah. We got a little closer.
Let's see what Joe Biden said. How long ago was this? 1 hour ago. Let's see what he's talking about.
And I just completed briefings on both COVID and the economic crisis facing this nation. And we're reminded again of the severity of this pandemic. Cases are on the rise nationwide, and we're nearing 240,000 deaths due to COVID. And our hearts go out to each and every family that has lost a loved one to this terrible disease. In America, the vote is sacred. It's how people of this nation express their will. And it is the will of the voters, no one, not anything else, that chooses the President of the United States of America. So, each ballot must be counted. And that's what we're going to see going through now. And that's how it should be. Democracy is sometimes messy. It sometimes requires a little patience as well. But that patience has been rewarded now for more than 240 years with a system of governance that's been the envy of the world. And we continue to feel, Senator and I, we continue to feel very good about where things
Now
stand.
they including her into
We
the
have no doubt
conversation.
that when the count is finished, Senator Harris and I will be declared the winners. So I ask everyone to stay calm, all the people to stay calm. The process is working. The count is being completed, and we'll know very soon. So thank you all for your patience, but we have to count the votes. God bless you all, and may God protect our troops. Thank you so much.
Who are speaking right now, giving an
There's old
update
boy
on
that was
what
the
they think
administrator
is voting
of the
irregularities
of
in
the what you
the Grand
call it.
Canyon
He's the
state. Let's
fool.
listen in.
That joker right there, boy.
You're not asleep at the wheel, and neither are we. I tell you, Arizona is in
Jeez.
play, folks. We are in play. When I was watching the election night returns, and I saw Fox News inappropriately call Arizona
They call that shit so
for a
quick.
radical leftist
But took forever to call
socialist team,
Texas.
I can tell you
Still
I
ain't
started
called
tweeting out
Alaska.
right away.
Pennsylvania. This fool up
Retract,
600,000 votes. Come on now.
because
Ain't no way nobody
Arizona
coming back
is
from that.
more than set to be able to win. Okay. How about this? It's not about Fox. It's about counting our votes.
Mm-hmm.
Count our votes. Count our votes. Yes. Count our votes. And that's exactly what we're doing. When the race was inappropriately called by the media, the fake news media, Trump was just behind by 200,000 votes. There were hundreds and thousands of votes were still out, hundreds of thousands of votes that are still out, and even still today, there are hundreds of thousands of votes. And I can tell you that it is trending in the direction of President Donald J. Trump. We have the team on the ground. We have the people. We have the momentum. We have the activist community that is not going to allow this race to be stolen from President Trump or from Republicans all the way down the ballot. You can count on me. I can count on you. I'm going to leave it at that because you don't need to hear from me. You all know I think we're going to win this state for Donald Trump. I've got some awesome people here with me, and you're going to hear from Dave Bossy in just one moment, but I do want to introduce our congressman, Congressman Paul Gosar. We've got Congresswoman Debbie Lesko. We've got COO of the Trump campaign, Jeff DeWitt, former treasurer. We've got former Congressman John Shadegg, Boris Epstein right here.
Like
So
they literally are
don't
breaking
go
the law,
away, because
man,
we are winning this. Stay
by
vigilant.
not
Stay
letting them
awake. Do not
verify
let
these
this
votes.
election
That's
be stolen.
crazy.
I won't. I
And
know you
bold
won't.
with
Here's
it. That's
Dave.
the problem. Like they don't give a damn.
Thank you all very much. Thank you so much. Thank you, Kelly. This is an exciting day. We are so proud of each and every one
This
of
is
you.
exciting. This ain't
My name is
exciting
David
to me.
Bossie, and I'm a senior advisor to the Trump campaign. And I'm happy to make. I'm going to make a few. Thank you very much. I'm going to be happy to make a few remarks, and then we're all happy to take questions when we're done. First, I just want to say that Arizona's 11 electoral college votes are going to be in Donald Trump's column when we get done with this. Every legal ballot must be counted. We are here to protect every legal vote. If the current trends continue, as we have seen, because we follow the science, President Trump is going to overtake Joe Biden, and we are going to win Arizona. Look, the news organizations that prematurely called Arizona have really done a disservice to the American people. And so, look, that's water under the bridge. What we're going to do is prove them wrong. Okay? That's what we're here to do. We're going to make sure that every single vote counts, and we're going to prove to the American people that Arizona is Trump country. And my next question is, what does the margin need to be in order for them to retract this horrible, horrible call? That's a very important question. We must have the media. Look, after tonight, the margin is going to be much smaller. And so when they prematurely called it, it was a bigger number. But it was only 70-some-odd% in. It was an irresponsible thing to have done. And we're here to protect the vote of the Arizona people. And I got to tell you, I see that.
The hell happened to the sound? Yeah, they
What is
trying to cut
going
out
on?
the mic on the man.
It's the fake news media.
Huh.
So look, there was only about 73% in when they called this race. So we're here to make sure every vote is counted. We're here to make sure that Arizona is delivered for President Trump for his reelection, and it is going to be. So I thank each and every one of you for being here, and I'm happy to take questions. Go ahead. I didn't know of any such thing that happened.
You got a slice of pizza in there. You want some of that?
Yeah. I asked him, yes.
I'll fix it. Give me a second. I'll fix it. Give me a second.
Yeah, that's a great question. He asked, did the mainstream media calling some of these states early have impact on what happened in the rest of the country? And I think the answer is very simply yes. Because if you look at what the mainstream media did with the state of Florida, we won the state of Florida in 2016. President Trump did by about 110, 115,000 votes. He was up 400,000 votes.
And never
they
called
called California before they called Florida.
That's
They
crazy.
didn't call the state
They
of
didn't even
Ohio.
call Texas.
Look, this is not a mistake, folks. They
They
have been
doing
against
this on
this
purpose.
president. They've been against your
And it's
president.
funny for
from
Fox
the
to
very
be doing
first
that. That's
minute, 4
blindsiding
years
right there,
ago.
boy.
So we are tired of it. We're going to fight to the very end, and that's why Donald Trump's going to get reelected, because every single one of you is here to fight for him. Thank you.
The funny
I'm
business
sorry.
going
I
on.
couldn't hear you. Well, all of the litigation strategies completely are currently being thought about and contemplated. There's been no decisions on anything as of yet, but absolutely, all options are on the table to protect single legal vote that has been made in Arizona, because all said and done, President Trump is going to get.
Oh, but we expect him to win now. You know, now. No, not need a lot.
Go ahead. Go ahead. The answer to your question is yes. However, this is way discussed because we're not there yet. Okay, we're not there yet, but President Trump is going to win by when all the votes are counted. We're not going to have to worry about that.
I have some concerns about the election department and about Adrian Fontes himself. He has disregarded legal advice from outside and within his own organization, and we have had our poll observers, Republican poll observers, be disenfranchised.
Right now,
They've
the
been put
president is
into a
Donald
corner.
Trump,
They have to sit in their seat to verify the
but they trying to steal it.
that were in front of them. They were able to look at the back of the computer screens. They were allowed
And it's
to
so
have
blatant. Like,
binoculars,
how can America
but
even
they could only
respect this?
see
No,
the
there's not a
name
winner
brand
yet,
of the
Michelle.
computer, not the actual signatures of the
Not a
voters.
winner
And
yet.
that's just one
They're
instance.
they're
So
they're
I
throwing
believe
votes away,
that one of the
tearing
reasons
votes
we're
up. There's all
standing
kind of
here is
crap
that
going
we
on right
want
now.
to
That's
assure the
ridiculous.
integrity of elections in Arizona, and the Republican Party of Arizona and everyone here will do just that.
Oh, who's leading? Joe Biden is leading right now, supposedly. I don't know how the hell he's leading. They're not even calling the states that Trump got under control completely, like Alaska. Like, he's fighting against a whole system, the whole establishment he has to
Talk
fight
about it,
against,
sir. And
starting
there's
with
a
the
team in
media.
Michigan doing exactly what we're doing here, so I can assure you the people of Michigan are being well served
Everyone
by the
got their own
campaign.
opinions, man.
Okay, yeah, of course, please.
Yeah, listen,
Unless
folks,
you do your
Arizona,
research, you
the
definitely
bottom
won't know.
line is President Trump is going to win
There's been
Arizona.
many talks I done had
I
about
believe
that.
it.
So
The trend is going that way. I spoke to the president yesterday morning, and I told him I believe that Arizona is going to go for President Donald J. Trump, and then he's going to
Trump
other states,
sounds like
and he's
ignorant
going to
speaking.
win America.
What she said, absolutely. Okay, good. I can't stop that. Yes, ma'am. You just asked that question and I answered it. I didn't. Go ahead, ma'am.
Who knows, man? Like uh, right now, everything is just such a big shitstorm,
Yeah,
and it's only because
our
of these
legal
damn
team
mail-in
is
votes.
clearly looking at those types of questions. It's been very well documented that those are some concerns
Yeah,
by
Lean, you,
thousands
you, you,
of people in the
you,
state of Arizona. So they're not
Lean,
unfounded to
you,
the people that it affected.
you
So
lost in the sauce, man. Like
there's a process for those people
the shit
and
you
for
saying
our
right now just
campaign
lets me
to
know
go through, and that's what
where
we're,
you
our
at.
team is
You,
currently looking at.
we can't even talk, man.
Yeah, thank you all very much. Happy to take any more questions after we're done here.
Yeah, we can't even talk big time.
Thank you all for coming. And we're
And you
willing
still
to take
saying
more
dumb shit like
questions.
that. I mean,
Everybody
you
here
haven't
from
done
you
any of
all,
your
but the press
research.
conference is officially open.
None of your research. You talking ignorance. Go make your own damn money. You won't have to worry about nobody giving you your damn money. That's not what the hell we talking about.
Counted right now, where President Trump
Make
is
my own
just
money.
holding a slim
So
9,500
stupid.
vote lead there. Well, Georgia go the
Sitting
way
around waiting
of
for handouts.
presidents
That's the
or Joe
problem.
Biden. And what will the status be after that, even if it's called? Either way, you got to look at it. Whoever wins Georgia, that one is going to be an immediate vote
I tell
recount.
you what though, Joe Biden getting
It'll be
office,
tight up in the
goddamn,
courts as
he
well.
taking
So
all your
we'll wait
McDonald's
there.
check. You feel me?
We got Don Trump Jr. coming
40%
up here on
to
this count from
60%,
Fox.
depending
We'll
on where
show
you
that to
live.
you
Here,
in
you
its
sound like
entirety
you live
when that
in New
gets
York.
going.
Yeah,
Everybody.
taking 60% of that good old check, buddy.
Some of you will take a quick
You think
2-minute
them damn
break.
rich folks
We're
out there in
going
New
to be
York
right
gonna
there,
be
bringing you the coverage.
all those business owners gonna be paying 60% of their damn money off of 400,000, off of a million? They gonna give 60% to the government, bro? They taking more than you making. No, they gonna start moving their money around or move their damn company up out of out of the whole United States of America and put their shit somewhere else. Or they gonna move money around to the point where they not gonna get taxed. And you know who that's gonna fall back on? Goddamn McDonald workers.
During this difficult time for as long as needed. And no one should
So
have
you
any doubt
making your
about that.
$10 an hour?
And we do not doubt the
He
power
taking
of,
6 of them
of the
dollars.
things that
Give
we've
it to
already
me.
done or the things that we
You walk away
may
with
do in the
$4
future. I do think there's more that can be done. And I
and
also
your
think
lip
if you
hanging
look at the
because you voted
stock
for Joe Biden.
of assets that we
Congratulations.
bought, if you look at the
Damn.
facilities and the way we've been able to keep accommodative financial conditions accommodative, I think we've been able to do a lot of things that are providing very strong support for the
Okay.
economy, and we're gonna
You know
we're
nothing,
gonna
obviously,
keep at
bro.
that.
You know, I'm not gonna give you no more attention because Joe
this is a
Biden
particular
preyed
situation
on
that we find
ignorance,
ourselves in, is
just
one where
like
there is a
yours.
sudden loss of income
Preyed
for
on your
millions and tens of
ignorance.
millions of people.
But you
It's
have
not
the freedom
so
to believe
much
what you want
a
to believe.
typical
I ain't telling
recession
you how to
where
think.
demand weakens, the Fed cuts interest rates stimulate demand, and the economy recovers. It's a sudden shock where tens of millions of people are out of work, and the fiscal response was
We've already talked about your McDonald's check and that $6 that's gonna be gone from it if you live in New York
one of the
anyway.
main reasons why
At least
the
4 of it
recovery
gonna
has
be
been
gone
as good as
at the
it's been
minimum.
so far.
When
So I do think
all the
fiscal policy is
wealthy
absolutely
move their
essential.
money around
Stimulating aggregate demand is one thing, but where there's a part of
legally
the economy
to
that
not
kind
get
of will be
taxed,
resistant to that, you also
and that
need
shit
fiscal
fall
policy,
back
and of course you need
on
healthcare policy too.
the less
I
fortunate,
didn't see
the lower and middle
Madam
class.
Lagarde's comments this
Then
morning,
what?
but I took the sense of that question to be the
You
spread of the
thought
disease
they
in
were gonna
Europe,
get
and what do we
taxed.
think
Yeah,
about that?
okay, bro.
Yeah.
They
So
barely
as I
getting taxed
mentioned
now. How the hell
in
you
my
think all these
opening remarks,
damn million and
it's a concern
billionaires
whether
around
we
this
have a
goddamn
widespread
world gonna just roll with that?
spike in cases
Even the
across
Democrats,
the
they know
country
how to move their
or in
money
some
around,
regions
man.
than
They not
others.
stupid.
And even
They
if
know
we
what they
do have,
doing,
and
bro.
I
They gonna
don't
tax the
expect
shit
that
out of
we
you,
would,
taking all your money big
sort
time.
of government-imposed restrictions. It does seem likely, though, that people who have maybe begun to
They're
engage
taking all
in
your money, bro.
activities that they hadn't, flying, staying in
What's
a
going on,
hotel, going
Josh?
to restaurants, going to bars, and things like that,
That
they may
means
pull
the
back
prices
in a
will lower
situation where
if they
suddenly
pay
the
is
cases are
less. You
everywhere in your
dumbfounded.
city, your state, your
I ain't
community.
say
So I
nothing
do
about the
think
pay is
that's
less.
a risk that
You
we
still
have
getting paid the same.
as
He
we
just
go
gonna
into the
take
fall
more.
now, and the cases spike.
Come on now,
That could weigh
bro.
on
Get
economic
with the
activity more
program,
than
bro.
we expected it would. We thought the same thing,
Get
in
with the
fairness, with
program,
the
big
way we
time.
had
You
this
sound
summer
ignorant.
in the South and the West,
But
and
you
the
go ahead,
economy, seemed
hey, if
to
Biden win, you
move
get what
right
you
through
want.
that.
Because they
This
seem
one
like they
seems
putting
to be larger and
the
more
job
widespread,
on
and
on
it's a risk, is what I would
they
characterize it.
starting
I
to
would
give the
characterize
shaft
it
to
as
the
a risk,
damn
as I did in
Senate
my
too.
comments.
Now they about to have runoffs in Georgia for 2 of the seats. That's bullshit. And one dude was well, he met all the stipulations. All of a sudden now he didn't drop below 50%. So now they got to have a runoff even if he wins because he's at 49.9% of the votes. I'm like, boy, this is some wild shit right here, boy. They know if Democrats run everything and they don't have anything stopping them, if they get Senate and the presidency, it's over, bro. America, as you know it, is done. Never ever seen anything like this in my life, man. This shit has me so stressed out. It's like as if I'm going through some shit in my personal life. That's how stressed out I am. I'm like, God damn, the shit that if I'm going through anything in my personal life, seems like it's minute. Cause if this shit happens,
And that is really what we're
everybody gonna be
focused on, using
stressed.
the tools that
Trust me.
Congress has given us and the assignment they've given
You
us.
live in feeling your
And I
taxes
think
are
that
lower than ours.
that is the thing that we
How
think
much
about
y'all get
night
to
and
see?
day.
We ain't trying to get
I
there
just
though.
know from
That's the problem.
the experience of
Not trying to
living in
figure out
Suffolk,
how that life
it
is
helps to have the whole
out there in
group working on
Finland.
these things, and this one is particularly that way.
Are
And
y'all a socialist
I don't.
economy
I
out there
think
in Finland?
I don't want to say whether I feel like
Or
we're
is
being
that
heard or not, but sure,
that's
there are
Sweden?
plenty of people
But
who have
Sweden
the
is
ability
Finland part of
on
Sweden,
both
or
sides of
the
the aisle, on
whole
both sides of the Hill,
that
who
damn
see the
economy
need
over
for
there?
further fiscal action and understand perfectly why that might be the case.
I have no idea. Just asking.
Thank you. Edward Lawrence, Fox Business.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for taking the question. So what would
Yeah.
cause the Federal
Okay.
Reserve to shift more of its
Either
asset
way, bro.
purchases towards the long-term securities and treasuries and change the amount of spending there also? And as a
If you own your own business, then you will understand and not be talking so goddamn ignorant. You talk like you elementary in this shit, like you don't know what the hell is going on.
So
But
don't really have a
you talking
specific,
about Trump's pockets, and
hypothetical
I'm
I
thinking
would
Trump
put
gonna
to
give me
you.
some of his
I
money.
would
When
just
the
say that
fuck
we
did I ever say that?
understand
When did
that
I even
there
bring
are a
up
number of
money? This
parameters
ain't
that
even
we have
about
where we can
money.
shift the composition,
To be
the
honest with
duration,
you,
the size,
it's a lot of shit behind the
life
scenes. Like I
life
said,
cycle of
that
the
you probably
program.
don't
All
even
of those
have a
things
clue that's going on,
are
bro.
available to
You
us
haven't
as
done your
ways to deliver
research,
more
and
accommodation
that's the
if
bottom
we
line.
think that's
Yeah,
appropriate.
it's
Right now, we
devastating.
like the amount of accommodation the program is delivering, and it will just depend on the facts and circumstances. We
My
may
bad,
reach a
Miko.
point at some point that we need to do more on that
I
front.
didn't mean to say that
Today's
y'all.
meeting was
I
about
just I was
analyzing
asking if y'all
one
were
of the things
part
it was about
of. I don't know.
various
Is
ways of
Sweden
having
that bad?
an
Like
open
is
discussion about
Sweden terrible?
how to think about
I thought
those
Sweden was
various
living good over
parameters,
there,
which
even
I
though
thought
it's a
that was
little
quite a useful
socialist
discussion.
economy. I mean, society. But I heard they doing it the right way.
Thank you.
I think.
Victoria Guida.
I don't know. That's just what somebody told me on one of my live streams, that it's the closest thing to what
Hi, Darrell.
socialism is
Thanks
supposed
for
to
taking the
look like.
question.
But we're not
I
trying to
wanted
be a
to
part of
ask
that.
about climate
We
change.
don't want no parts of
FHFA
that.
Director Mark
They're the only
Carney
ones that
recently said
I
that
think
financial
been
regulators need
successful
to
with the
account for
socialism.
financial change.
But yeah, I don't
I'm
know.
sorry.
This is on the voted Trump
What
overwhelming.
are you
Hell
all
yeah.
thinking of doing on
That's how I know
All right,
lean ain't no
we just
business
want
on.
to jump in here for a quick second, everyone, here on News Now from
You
Fox.
know,
We just got
and
word
people throw that
that
shit
we're
out there
taking a look
real quick.
at
I'm a business owner.
Atlanta
Okay.
right now. This is
All
where
right.
we are
Well,
going
that's
to see
cool.
pretty soon Don Trump Jr. But the big news that we just received,
Sweden
we
was
will hear
great
now
until
from
they
President
imported the
Trump,
third world.
expected at 6:30
Aunt used to live there
Eastern.
and now
Of course,
lives
you'll see
here.
it right here
Depends on where
on
you
News
live,
Now
bro.
from Fox. But that is
Really.
the big one there. That
Cause
President Trump
I
will
thought I
be
was
making
like shit. If shit
6:30
goes south
Eastern.
here, I was thinking
Live from
about
the White
packing up
House
and
right
going to
now, where
Sweden,
President
but I
Trump
guess
will be
not.
making that statement. We continue
That
to
was on my
bring it here
list.
live for you on News Now from Fox. Some
I was like,
breaking
man, I
news
need to get
alert here
citizenship
that you
somewhere else
wanted to
out
know
this
about.
son of a bitch for the next 4 years, minimum. Damn, this is crazy.
World to try to think about how this can be part of our framework.
Oh no,
And we're
man,
watching
this is
what
crazy.
other
Is
countries are
Canada
doing.
any
We're
better?
active
Here,
participants, as you know, in the
and I pay tax for
CGE,
my diesel car about 1,000
greening
per.
the financial
Really?
system.
Oh, they taxing for everything,
And
huh?
we hadn't actually formally joined, but we're there.
No
We're
mask,
working
no
groups, and we're
lockdown.
doing all
Yeah,
that. So we're very much
they
working
doing
with and
something right.
monitoring the things that central banks are doing. You hear, there's lots of
watch this
research going
damn
on at the various
Corona
reserve banks,
shit
and here at the
disappear
Fed,
all of a
we're
sudden
trying to understand this.
when Biden.
These
Well,
tend to be longer
I'll
term
say
risks,
this:
but of course,
it won't
the
disappear.
longer term does
It'll
arrive
just
over
disappear
time.
from the news.
And we
Because
treat it
that
as our
son bitch said
obligation
he
to
already coming in here and immediately
to
shutting
understand
everything
these
down.
risks and incorporate them
He's
into
shutting
the way we
everything down. The
supervise
economy
and think about
shutting down
the overall financial system
everything.
and the economy.
Society, everybody taking their ass in the house, and you sitting in there for a month,
Thank
2
you.
months,
Howard Schneider,
however
Reuters.
long he feels it takes, or him and his far leftists feel that it takes to do whatever they need to do to get rid of the virus and commit whatever crimes they got to commit. But
facilities if you decide it's necessary. And are you concerned what a lame duck Trump administration might do
you're
in
right.
that regard?
I've thought about that many times, like many years ago.
Are you comfortable now that the tail risk
After I got out of the
states that
military,
Trump's
I was like,
been
man,
trying to
look.
sweep aside and minimized at this
To
point?
be honest, if everybody just united,
To kind of household level problems.
they have no power. Like you take the power away from them when you don't listen to what the hell they gotta say. Like when you're not controlled, that's when you take the power back. But you give power to whatever in life has power over you. You give it that power,
Decision that we'll make jointly with the Treasury
right?
Department, and that's really all I
So
can say
if you
today.
don't give
That's
it
all I
that
have for you
power,
on that today. today. tail risks. I mean, I think
The power
clearly
is
the
not
tail
there. So if
risks
you
that
don't
we
give
were
the
worried
government
about
power, we
have
give
subsided. And
life
we
to
were worried about very
everything. We
negative
speak life into everything. We breathe life into
potential
whatever the
outcomes. I mean,
hell we see,
that's
think,
what is to
taste,
be
whatever.
expected of
We
us
give it
is
something.
to think about
A steak
how
ain't a
things can
steak
go
until we
wrong as
call
well
it a
as the way
steak,
things that can go right. But
right?
we do
Same
make
thing with a
policy from a
damn
risk
the
management
government.
standpoint. We don't just
You're
look
not
at the
our
most likely
president unless
case.
we call you our
We ask,
president.
how do you make policy in light of the risks? And often it's downside risks in a situation like this. I would not say that
Yeah.
anybody's
That
feeling
my fucking
comfortable
ass
about
are so
this, though.
true.
You know,
We weren't
we've
shutting
gotten
down the
through
economy. We are shutting down COVID
the
19.
first
Career politician double speak.
5-6
Exactly,
months
right?
of the
Exactly.
expansion
And
better than
80% of
expected.
fuel prices
But
taxed.
we do see
Diesel
in
is
Europe.
about
Look what's happening
a
in Europe.
dollar
Look what's
fifty per
happening
liter.
here.
Well, that's
Another
cheaper
spike in
than
cases.
here.
It's
I
the
think
cold weather
diesel is
arrives and
almost
people are
$2,
in a
if not
side mode.
$2
So
and
I think
something
we
right
have to be
now.
humble about where we are relative
Shit,
to
I
this
really
this
forgot
disease.
what
It hasn't
gas
gone away.
prices is, to be honest with you.
Clearly,
Yeah, I just go and
therapeutics are
pump and leave.
advancing,
Yeah, I go to
research on
Costco get my
vaccines are
gas because I know I'm getting the
advancing,
best
death
price. I
rates are
think
way
last time I
down,
got it was like 160
hospitalization
something
rates are
at
lower now,
Costco here in
so we're
Dallas.
learning. But I mean,
So
we're very
I'm
far
assuming
from
that
saying that.
diesel's
We think
usually
we've got
running about
this
what, a dollar
and
more than
eliminated the tail
regular
risk,
gas
but
now.
I think
I
clearly
think
the tail risks
because I don't have a
have
goddamn on diesel car.
diminished since at least our perception of them has
$2
diminished
a
since
gallon. Okay.
earlier in the year.
Thank you, Scott Horsley.
Oh, that's 48 cents a liter. Where y'all at? Mm.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Oh, she did say per liter. Huh?
Earlier this summer, I know that you
So how
formed a
many
task
got? How
force
much is
to
so
the distribution
$2?
of
That's like
coins
48 cents a
throughout the
liter.
system. I wonder if you can give us an update on how that's going. I know there's been some public relations effort. I think
Wait,
October
so
was
damn, she did say liter. So god, dog.
is that problem subsided?
So they looking at what, about $4?
Why
A
it's
little
such an
over $4
important,
a gallon.
in a world where so many payments are made digitally and all that, coins and currency are very important.
It's taking all this time because they
people, and so
it's taking all this time because they did this. They have like 3 different ways that people can vote: mail-in ballots, going to the polls, and then you got your early voting, right? So, and you got your election day voting. So they are trying to tally up all the votes. The thing is that the mail-in ballots were early voting, right? But was part of the early voting, but it's the last shit getting counted. It don't make any sense to me. That shit should have already been tallied up in the first place because people were getting that shit months ago to vote, and all of a sudden it's the last thing getting tallied up. And like in Nevada, old boy was saying, the administrator up there talking about they're not gonna have everything done. The last day of them doing everything and making sure they shut down everything is November the 12th. Bro, that's 7 days. That's a whole week. That's a whole week, man. Yes, it's only Democratic run states. That's the problem. That show you what's going on, man. That tell you 1000% what's happening right now.
I'm very reluctant, as you will imagine,
Yeah,
to comment on
and
the
zero to
election
Trump. How the hell do you find over 100,000 votes? And where was that? In
institutions of our democracy.
was that Arizona? No, was it Arizona or Georgia or some shit? Or
So at the Fed here, we will, as always,
I don't think it was Nevada. It wasn't Nevada. It was like
continue to serve the American people using our tools to support the
Arizona, I believe.
during this difficult
They
time.
magically no, it was Georgia. They shut down the polls, right?
You ask, have we
They
had
shut down the poll. They
discussions?
shut
I
down
would
the
say,
counting. They shut down everything.
the
Shut it
media
down.
just
Shut it
tells,
down.
for example,
Shut it down.
we
Trump
do
was on
is
his
we
way to
talk
win the
about
state.
the
Shut that
economy
shit
and
down, right?
markets,
This is
domestically
on
and around
election
the
night.
world. We
Shut
hear
it down.
reports
Didn't
on
call
what
it.
households and
Just
businesses
stop
are
the
doing.
count.
We talk about risks to the outlook.
4 o'clock in the morning, or was it 1 o'clock? I
might
think
be.
1 o'clock or 4 o'clock in the
The
morning.
election comes up
When they're
in
not even
some,
supposed to be counting now, right?
it comes up now and again.
They're not even
but
supposed to
it
be
is
doing
not at all a central
count.
focus of the meeting.
All of
Not
a
at all.
sudden, they find over 100,000 votes. Trying to see who the hell is that in front of my house. They find over 100,000 votes. It was Michigan. Okay. They find over 100,000 votes. Where? You're not even doing any counting. Y'all supposed to be shut down. Where did you find 100,000 votes for Biden? Not for Trump. Not one for Trump. For Biden. Exactly. California, Texas, Florida, all of got 11 plus million votes that they counted up and got tallied in And California was called before Texas. California was called before Florida. But California, what, have more than Texas? And they called it for them, and took hours to call, like hours to call Texas, and Texas was firmly in hand. Florida firmly in hand. Alaska still got a grip on Alaska. They haven't called it for us. Still got a grip on North Carolina. Have not called it for Trump. He had $600,000. I mean $600,000. 600,000 vote lead in Pennsylvania. Listen to me. 600K. They did not call it. If that ain't firmly in hand, if Biden had 600,000 vote lead in Pennsylvania, they would have called that shit so quick. So quick. Who comes back from that? Who comes back from that? And Nevada is just on some bull crap. My bad. Woo! I was eating some candy and had some. Give me a second. Yeah. So anyway, Nevada. What was I saying about Nevada? Oh, yeah, they pulling the sham too, man. Like, where was this at? I was watching. Well, I just heard. I didn't watch the rest of the stream. It probably is. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. The problem is, what was I saying? I forgot what we were talking about. Let's see, like, do with California, start with LA, and then immediately call it. Alaska fried. Let's see. And they expect us to believe that these crucial Trump 2016 states are having trouble counting 3 to 6 million. Yes, like come on now. And they acting like all these states that Trump then won before and it's all the swing states too, the swing Democratic states. But I thought Georgia is not Democratic, right? Georgia's Republican. I don't know what the hell's going on out there in Georgia, or is it Democrat? Maybe I thought Georgia was a red state, but maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe it is them, but it's full of shit right now. That's what it is. Nevada, um, they they finding votes out of the wazoo all of a sudden that they still gotta count up and tabulate. They say it's gonna take them to the 12th of November to get it all in. That's their can't go past date. Like fool, that's 7 days away. What are we talking about?
We are following a couple different live shots
And
right
then
now in that bottom right-hand corner. In a
um
moment, we should be hearing
somebody on the live stream. Yeah, I was just watching the live stream before I got on. I didn't really watch it. I just skimmed through it, but he was saying that he got some intel from a poller, like a poll counter, who was counting votes, and his counterpart was sitting next to him, and he has pictures, picture proof, was tearing up Trump votes. He tore up 30 Trump votes right next to him, just tore them up. He said he has pictures, but I couldn't wait to see that, so I just came on and started my stream. But yeah, man, I'm baffled by what's going on. I'll tell you that much. This is crazy and it's blatant, and they're not even trying to hide it, man. That's the crazy part. They're not even trying to hide it. They don't care to hide it because they know they can control what's being said. You go to CNN, CNN is so biased. They're not even talking about the ballots and stuff. They just talking about how many votes that the Biden needs to go ahead and pull this out. If he wins this, there's no way for Trump to win. Just mathematically doesn't work. If he does this, if he does that, he's gonna do this, and he's gonna. It's like, come on, man. Yeah, Trump scripted this before the election. He knew it was gonna go on because of these mail-in ballots. They got that crap approved, and the screw job was on from there. The Democrats scripted this out. He just knew their script. That's the problem. This coronavirus is not uh coronavirus is not a coincidence. These mail-in ballots not a coincidence. But Trump is rolling with it, and he's doing things the honest way. The honest way. I'm damn near to the point where like Trump, shit, you need to cheat too. But the problem is that he can't cheat in states that are controlled by Democrats. That's the problem. That's where he's having the problem at. Yes, because they control the media. When you got the attention of a nation on whatever media outlet they choose to watch, NBC, ABC, freaking CBS, CNN, any Fox shit, Fox News even acting a little funny right now by calling Arizona already. They effing with people mentality. That's all a mind game, man. That's all the media is there for. Television, tell lies to your vision. They are lying to everybody. And when you got everybody, a captured audience of the whole freaking world or the United States, even the world, looking at you, you can tell them whatever you want to tell them. We don't have nothing to verify the information they telling us. Well, we used to not. Nowadays we do. That's the problem. Now that we have independent media and social media, it's backfiring against those who are in play. And America's not putting up with the bullshit no more, man. It's not.
It'll be interesting to see what the president thinks about all of these election updates coming from.
Yeah, they set up the story about fraud.
Several states.
When you say suits, you talking about lawsuits? Because they didn't give a damn. They didn't need those states. They already had this mapped out. If that's what you're talking about, if that's what you're asking, Miko. Yeah, it's not declared in a lot of media, but you would think Fox, out of all people, would not have called Arizona for the Republicans. They supposed to be a damn. I mean, for the damn. What happened to the live? What happened to the live stream? But anyway, you think out of all places, Fox would not be calling a state too early for the Democrats out of all states. But like I said, they even acting funny. I don't know what's going on, man. It's like Trump got some shit, some dirt on a lot of people, and they are not trying to let this shit happen. Trump is about to put a lot of people down, and they are not trying to let this shit go down. It's bigger than just being a president right now.
We're down to about 60,000 today. So let me go through what we know we have right now. I brought my computer so I wouldn't screw it up. Bryan County, 3,027. Burke County, 494. Chatham County, 17,157. Clayton County, 7,408. Cobb County, approximately 700. Floyd County, 682. Forsyth County, 4,713. Fulton County, 11,200. Gwinnett County, 7,300.
Was this for Georgia? They talking about Gwinnett? I thought, oh, it is Georgia at the top. I thought they said something about Pennsylvania, but okay. I'm like, these sound like Georgia counties.
County, 1,552. Taylor County, 456. For a total right
they got
now
the chat
of approximately
disabled.
just over 60,000 votes. The anticipation is we will continue to go through the process throughout the day and into the evening if necessary. I know there are large counties in this state that stayed overnight, Fulton County being one of those, to process these, and they've knocked their numbers down to that 11,200. We anticipate getting through this process today. One of the reasons that our friends in Chatham County take a little bit longer is they have a unique system where their voter registration is separate from their elections division, and they handle different sides of the absentee ballot and the reporting process. So that's one of the things that held them up, but I think we're through that process today, and I anticipate getting the majority of the 17,000 in today as well. So with that, I want to thank you all for being here and answer any questions. We'll start with Justin over here.
Yeah, can you explain to us why that number seems to be such a moving target with the number of absentee ballots?
As I said earlier, all the ballots that come in by 7 p.m. on election day had to be logged in. Now, at the same time, they're making reports on the other side. So they're drawing from the, let's say there's 10,000 ballots. They report 2,000
we let every state do their own counting. That's a problem. We got to take that shit away. Because stuff like this can happen.
What we've essentially seen now is that number stopped growing, which is why we went from 250,000 yesterday about this time to 60,000 today. Yes, ma'am.
We need a universal polling system where all the data goes to one main server, that server, and 2 or 3 backup servers, just in case somebody try to pull some bullshit.
Well, the main thing, there's several things that work on this system, and the biggest one of all is we have paper ballots, so there's going to be a record of what has occurred here, and if there's any questions, you can always go back to do an audit and a recount. In many places, everything is open to the public. We are poll watchers in these places. In places like Fulton County, the state has placed a monitor, and we've had investigators go out and any questions about how these ballots are being handled and move forward. It's frustrating. Time, when everybody else is done. Here's the other thing. Florida has more to count than we
shut
do,
up.
but their margin's wider, so it doesn't matter as much. We have a much smaller margin, and we're aware of that fact, and the county elections officials feel...
What they got to do with the speed of y'all counting?
They are working hard. My hats are off to them having to go through this process and be under this level of scrutiny. They're all doing extremely well. And these are 159 elections directors and employees who are here to do the job of protecting democracy. When you go to talk to them, they think about that. They think about the votes of every person in this room and around the country. These are people who are not involved in voter fraud. These people are not involved in voter suppression. I'm telling you, they're doing their jobs every day. It is hard, and we are thankful to them for it, and we're going to work with them to make sure that every legal, lawful ballot is counted.
Mr. Sterling, on risk limiting honors, can you tell us the criteria for the decision that will be made on what race to look at, and has that decision been made?
Yeah, Georgia's supposed to be a Republican state. Brian Kemp is their damn governor.
Defined in the state election board rule. It'll be decided probably after we get the county certification, not long before. The secretary is someone who's solely to make that decision, so I won't speak for him here.
Will it be the...
Hell happened to the audio.
Sir, I just said you can look at the SCB rules, and that outlines the definition. I'm not going to be able to answer that. Yes, sir.
The Senate seat is still at 49.9 in Georgia. He needs to get to 50. He needs to get back to 50% because he wasn't below 50%, and all of a sudden now he's below 50%, 49.9% lead with 97% of the votes accounted for. One thing is saying 98%, one of them is saying 97, so I don't know.
We are working with the counties to try to get a full.
Tell you what, if he has to have a runoff because of this 0.1%, this is gonna be a straight sham. You can tell it's gonna be some straight bullshit.
Just in the absentee ballots, there are absentee ballots from our overseas military voters that, if they are postmarked by Tuesday, have to be accepted by Friday. There are provisional ballots that need to be verified by Friday. And if you have an absentee ballot with an issue like missing a signature or something, you have until Friday to cure those. Yes, ma'am. That is why, literally, for the last 2 months, we have said it will be, Wednesday or Thursday before we knew the answer to this. So, yes. Yes, sir. any report we get of any kind of irregularity, our investigative division will look into and ascertain the validity of that report and, if necessary, investigate. Yes, sir. I can't say for certain right now. I know we have reports around.
Damn, it went from 90-something to 76,000 this fast. It's only been like an hour,
We'll get with our investigation
bro.
and try to get a specific answer to that. Yes, sir.
This is bad.
Nothing, because I've not heard of anything about a corrupt scanner in Gwinnett County. I have no information about that. Yes, sir.
The number of absentee ballots that's been put into ENET, is that the final number, or do you anticipate any more being processed?
As I said in the beginning of this thing, there's a possibility that some counties might not have hit upload yet. There's a possibility that they could have not had a random one here or there. So, but
Have not hit upload yet. What the hell they waiting on if they've already
absentee ballots that are there are there.
made their
We need the
counts?
extra bit of security that we know the number of requests. Therefore, we know that is the most outlying ability of anything to be done. So we know the outer limits of anything possible. But right now, as we sit here today, yes, we feel comfortable with that number. Yeah, Justin.
What about the possibility of a recount? Georgia law provides for that for the candidates, and it looks like in the presidential race we're moving into that margin.
There is a possibility of that occurring. Georgia law calls for if you're within 0.5% of the certified result, then the losing candidate, or I guess the winning candidate if they wanted to, could call for a recount, and that would be a statewide recount conducted. And one of the things that we did in procuring our new Dominion voting system is we provided for knowing the state's general political situations after 2018, we provided high-capacity scanners to every single county in the state so that they could conduct a statewide recount if it became necessary. Mark.
Y'all were preparing for this. That's what it sounds like.
Well, Mark, if you weren't late, you would have heard the answer to that already.
No, I was here. But I wanted to clarify. Do we know how many that might be?
We're working with the counties to get a final number on that. So, yes. Yes, ma'am. No, that wouldn't be possible. The adjudication process gets us the final number to certify.
What's new is this whole situation as a whole. But no, so we're going to go ahead and shut it down right here, guys. I do appreciate y'all coming out. If anything new happens, I'll get back on later on tonight. But no promises on that, just like yesterday. Wife is about to bring something home for me to eat. I'm going to get my eat on.
Yes, ma'am.
Day 10. So we'll see what. No, not yet. Nothing new. It's gonna be some new. It's gonna be some more votes coming in, but we'll see. We'll just be sitting here witnessing the crap taking place. And if they get the Senate and they get the presidency, we're in trouble as a nation. So love you guys. Let's hope and pray that this and meditate that this is not what's taking place and not gonna happen, and we'll move on from there as we should. So buckle up your seatbelts if you're in the U.S. Let's see what's going to happen. I'm out, y'all. Peace.